DeFi is the hottest sector in crypto right now, and yield-generating protocols are one of the hottest tickets in town, with many of these being snapped up and seeing huge daily gains. Now I bring to you a new one today in this video that has not been covered on YouTube, called YAxis. And this is trying to emulate the success of YFI, and in the same vein as YFI, it was launched via a fair launch. This means no pre-mine, no founders with bags of tokens. All the tokens that were generated were done fairly through liquidity provision and those who have been able to buy them on the open market. So in this video, we're going to have a look at the DeFi sector, the yield generating protocols that are out there, and what makes YAxis slightly different to the competition. So if you like the content in today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and hit the thumbs up. Let's get into this one. So a cursory glance at DeFi Pulse will show you that the TVL in this industry is going through the roof. Over the last month, from January the 1st to February the 1st, we doubled the TVL, which is insane growth. We are pretty much parabolic right now, and the institutions are really getting involved in DeFi. We're seeing it shilled on Twitter by big accounts right now, and the likes of Elon Musk are pumping altcoins. And the institutions want the altcoins that generate yield, and that is in the DeFi sector. Now, YAxis isn't even on DeFi Pulse yet, and this gives us a good advantage over the masses who will just be looking through this list for their next purchase. So these are the top yield aggregator coins. Clearly Yearn is the number one. This is a blue chip with a market cap of $1 billion, but there is plenty of opportunity further down this list. And through my research through quite a lot of these, I've picked out YAxis as my favorite lower cap play here. This has been on a bit of a run over the last week, but it is by no means a high market cap coin, and it has plenty of room to grow. Just look at the competition in this sector. And I bring this to you on a red day. It was pumping over the last few, but I've waited for this opportunity now, which I think is a good buying opportunity for the YAX token at just 31 bucks right now. As you can see, the market cap is $24 million, and it has a low maximum supply of 1 million tokens. Out of all of these tokens, 932,000 are already in circulation. So when you look at the fully diluted valuation as well, you can see that there's not a huge difference, and this means emissions aren't going to absolutely kill off any coins that you purchase and inflate them away. Now looking at the chart down here, it's had an incredible run up, but still I believe this has room to grow. It's not on DeFi Pulse. We'll look at some of the iterations they're going to be bringing out shortly on this protocol, and it hasn't had much coverage. So most of this growth is just through grassroots, word of mouth, and interested DeFi heads looking for opportunities in the market. The wider crypto space probably isn't aware of this token right now. So I believe the potential for an absolute parabolic run up for this token is still there. If we quickly look at Etherscan as well, over a 1% increase in total holders over the last 24 hours, and some very big accounts holding this token as well. So huge quantities being bought by very rich individuals, and this definitely is nothing to be afraid of. This means that people believe in this protocol and they've backed it with hundreds of thousands of dollars. So from this diagram, we can see what YAxis does. We have yield aggregators on this level, and this is a meta vault strategy. So it's a meta yield aggregator, which simply means that it can plug into any of these yield aggregators, find the best strategy available, the highest APY, and deposit users' funds into these. So this takes the hard work out of finding the best strategy on the market. You can just go and deploy your funds to the YAxis Meta Vault and be sure that they will farm the best available APY on the market. And this is all done through a DAO structure. So token holders of YAxis will dictate the path in which we go and how we go about yield farming. Therefore, YAX is a governance token, and the benefit of this is that rather than just get the yields that this would generate, you're going to get the yields that this generates plus additional YAX tokens on top. That is the additional kicker to this. So the vault will farm through the PJAR and distribute YAX rewards to us as well. So the two products here are firstly the multi-asset meta vaults. So what you do is you deposit a stablecoin. You can deposit a range of different stablecoins, and in return you will get the MVLT token, the meta vault token, and this represents your share of the meta vault. This token will then accrue value as the vault puts the deposited funds to work in the best yield aggregated strategy, and this is done whilst pooling gas to ensure a increased efficiency, and so that rewards are not eaten away by those gas fees, especially for smaller depositors. So this opens up yield farming to even those who can only afford a few $100. Then, if a better strategy is to present itself, the meta vault will convert deposited funds into the appropriate asset and then deposit those into the appropriate yield aggregator. So it's like having a smart switch, moving your funds into the best possible yield to generate you as much profit as it can. And then secondly, it is a governance token. And so this gives you access to the governance platform, which is done by staking. So the community will determine the MetaVault strategy by staking YAX. The YAX token holders can then vote on the best strategy that they would like to pursue, and this will be based on a number of factors. So not just the highest APY, but also strategy risk, vault withdrawal fees, price slippages, and all of this will be displayed in the governance user interface. In return for voting, the community has expressed an interest in paying YAX voters a performance fee from the MetaVault. So you stake your tokens and you get some YAX tokens in return for getting involved. One thing to note here is that the performance fee is directly correlated to the performance of the vault. If the vault is getting bigger, greater total value locked, generating more yield, that means that the performance fee given to YAX holders for staking will increase. I did reach out to the team to ask about anonymity and to see why the team remained anonymous. So this is just due to security and legal concerns, as these guys are based in the US. And this is something you see across a number of DeFi protocols. With the uncertainty in America, a lot of people are not willing to stick their head above the parapet. But security is something that is definitely on the forefront of their minds, and it says that one key security feature of the YAxis MetaVault is that it disallows smart contract interaction by default. So this alone prevents any type of flash loan or re-entrancy type of attack from being able to occur with the vault. And flash loans are a problem that have plagued DeFi since their inception, with many vaults being hacked through this type of entry. And so it's good to see that this team has thought about that and mitigated against it. Also, the handling of fake tokens. So the pickle jar was hacked via this. I think it was around $19 million that was stolen. And it says the YAxis Metal Vault simply ignores any token deposited which is not already expected in the contract. And thus, if someone tried to hack via this method, all that would happen is they would donate some ETH to the Ethereum miners. And from reading through the literature and through Discord, they've talked about capping strategies. So a strategy is just a way to generate yield, and what they're going to have is multiple strategies running, but place caps on top of these to ensure that the total value locked in any particular strategy does not exceed a certain amount. So if in the worst case scenario one does get hacked, there is a cap on the amount that can be hacked. And they've also talked about insurance being built into this, so taking a set fee for an insurance pool and thus being able to cover any expenses if a hack does occur. So whilst insurance is very young in this industry, it is much needed. I think the best way to do this is to actually protect yourself by bankrolling an insurance pool on your own, and it's great to see that the team is already thinking along those lines. So within this Medium article, you can see some sneak peeks of what the update to YAxis will be, and they're going to have a very intuitive looking user interface and one that kind of reminds you of a traditional banking service. And with DeFi being quite specific and tech heavy, a lot of people who are normies in the sector will not understand how to use many protocols. And so YAxis is trying to change this by making it usable by anybody. They have a designer called Vinrock, and this guy has helped build products for Apple, Facebook, and Salesforce, along with Chainlink and YF-Link. And now he adds YAxis' MetaVault to his list of accomplishments. So what they're doing is building a UX and UI that gives a familiar feel to users, color schemes and terminology and flows, all designed to nurture a newcomer through onboarding all the way to realizing a return. So the team recognize that people are putting their hard-earned savings into products such as this, but they maybe don't know how to use DeFi. So they want to make it as easy as possible to get involved, and they're going to do this through one click in and one click out. So no need to sign multiple transactions to start yield farming. They're going to simplify the whole process. So this is really the unique selling point, and this is how they're going to onboard a lot of new users, by making it intuitive. So this is the site YAxis.io. You can see the home screen here with some key figures. Then we have the MetaVault. So this is the main product. And you can get a 34.7% APY on stablecoins. You simply deposit any of these stablecoin assets and you get the MVLT token in return. That token represents your proportion of the total asset pool. Once you then want to withdraw, you simply deposit your MVLT back here and you're going to get more stablecoins than you put in. Plus you're going to get YAX rewards on top of this. And 34.7% is one of the highest rates in the industry right now. You can also become an LP on here as well and get involved with farming some YAX rewards, or you can get involved with governance and stake your coins here. And the APY right now is over 17%. So you can buy some YAX, approve it on here, start staking them and get paid more YAX. And as you can see up here, they state that the value accrual comes to stakers as they get a cut of the MetaVault earnings. So YAX is actually backed by a well-known DeFi account, OXB1. I'm not sure if you've followed this guy or seen, and is a major bag holder of YAX. Now this is a very good thing. You want people with money to be backing a project that you're in, and clearly someone with that much money backing a project of this size means that they see enormous potential. And this guy's actually given 5,000 YAX, and he donated it to the team treasury specifically for the prize pool to the soon to be announced YAX MetaVault hackathon. This is now live and they've approved a couple of strategies that have been entered into this and actually won. So on the Discord here, there was a 1,000 YAX bonus for each accepted strategy, and that was around 20,000 bucks at this time. And that's how you go ahead and get good strategies. On your protocol, you pay for people to come along and provide those genius ideas. In recent announcements, they've also now got a new front-end developer who's going to come and assist with creating a mobile responsive app, adding wallet support, charting user historic balances, fleshing out the landing page, UI for BTC, ETH, and delegated vaults. They're thinking of having some of these vaults employed as well soon, and user onboarding flows. So this is all coming as part of the V2 launch and beyond from this. So what we've seen is just V1. The V2 launch is coming this month. And with the V2 launch will be an audit from two companies, Haichi and QuantStamp, both of those currently auditing the V2 vaults. So once that goes live, that actually opens up quite a lot of doors, because you need to have those audits to be on the likes of DeFi Pulse and other DeFi websites that really do help gain a lot of attention on your protocol. And just yesterday, they announced a further LP rewards, and these were actually given again by OXB1, 7,500 YAX donated for these rewards. So you can get involved with liquidity providing and getting more YAX thanks to this guy. So this is a community run project, a fair launch project. And so if you want to get involved, you can actively participate with this community. Maybe it's help marketing, maybe it's with some bright ideas. There's a lot of discussion going on here. And the total number of users within this Discord server is going up quite a lot. So there's clearly quite a bit of interest coming to this one, and people are cottoning onto this as a good yield generating protocol that's looking to emulate the success of YFI. So YAxis are trying to build a one-click in and one-click out DeFi yield aggregator and bring on board a lot of new users, grow that TVL and boost the earnings for YAxis stakers. So I really like the look of this one. I have invested money into this and I am watching it grow right now. I've started to stake my tokens and I will get involved with governance when that new UI goes live. I expect February to be a very good month for crypto in general, but with the updates in the pipeline here for the V2 MetaVault release and the audit to be approved this month, we're going to start to see this on the lips of more investors. But let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you think this is a good pick? Are you going to get involved? I'd love to hear from you. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to not miss out any future content. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.